Justin, you want to start?
John, a really strong start from the boys tonight, but was it just a case of not being able to do it for long enough?
Absolutely.
What were your thoughts on the game overall?
When we don't rebound, it's a tough night for us. Although we didn't play great against Melbourne, we competed with them on the backboard and we stayed in the game tonight. Kings did a great job on the glass. Like, I think we were down 14 on the boards in the first half. So just the extra possessions just get to you over time.
You guys found yourself in foul trouble early in that third quarter when it was starting to pull away. How much did that affect things as well?
Look, we feel like we got a good roster, deep roster, so when guys get in foul trouble, the next guy's stepping up. That's the opportunity for him to embrace that and continue on. So, foul trouble happens in a game.
You guys had a really tough night, obviously, a couple of nights ago, a really brutal game physically. Did you feel like there was maybe an energy problem with the guys, especially in those last three quarters?
Oh, look, you can cut the cake a million different ways when you're evaluating. We just weren't good enough tonight.
You went to the zone, kind of got you in the game a little bit. I mean, is that something you feel like you'll do a little bit more? I mean, I know obviously you want to play man a lot, but that zone really helped you.
Yeah, I think, look, we got a team that we can apply some change to our defense. So what that comes in, obviously tonight the zone stifled them for a minute. First time we've ever played zone with myself here at Perth. So, there was some benefit to it. So we'll for sure look at it.
Was it obviously frustrating that you did have some good looks? Were you happy with the quality of the shots you were getting tonight? Yeah,
look, basketball, and every coach says it, like it becomes a make or miss game. And when you get open ones, like, that's what you want. That's why you run offense, is to get a good look. And we'll obviously watch the game, but I thought, particularly in the first half, we got some good looks. We got in transition, all that type of stuff. So it'll be interesting reviewing the game.
Bryce, what were your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, just trying to figure out a way to, I guess, fix those little kinks that we have, lapses throughout the game, because it's the 1%ers. That may happen 2 or 3 plays in the second, 2 or 3 in the third, 2 or 3 in the fourth. They add up over the course of the game. So just trying to iron those out.
You guys had that great home opener against Tasmania, but last couple of games in particular offensively, it seems just a little bit clunky. I mean, is that a fair comment? Are you just sort of working through some of those kinks offensively at the moment?
I was speaking generally, but yeah, I mean, that's included. It's going to be a process where some nights it looks like we have it all together, and then there'll be nights like this where it looks a little bit patchy, but I guess that's part of the process. And, we're still trying to figure it out, but I do believe we will get there.
Don't do little tonight. So do you feel like there's still, obviously it's going to be a bit of upside with him coming back, but just as this group develops, that you're still really confident that there is tremendous upside for remaining in the group?
That's what I just said. Yeah. And that's the way you have to approach it. We've only played 4 or 5 games so far, so there's no sense in losing the confidence in your team at this point.
Bryce, as you mentioned, fast, but mistakes and fouls affected the game most of the time tonight. Did you think the fact, like this man mentioned, is this fatigue and the fact that there'll be short turnarounds this season, that you won't have time to really dwell on them?
I feel like we always have, quick turnarounds, and, whether you did or you didn't, that's a part of a season. You can't dwell on any games for too long, whether you got a game the next 2 days or so or in another week. You have to have short memory, whether you're winning or losing, so I don't think it affects it that much.
Anyone else there?
Yeah, John, it's Craig Adonny here. The rebounding, we haven't seen that sort of rebounding problem from you from this group this season. What did you think the problem was tonight with the rebounding? Was it intent or was it technique, or was it just they just better than you?
Look, what I would say about Sydney is they do a great job of playing with pace and space. So they're 5 out a lot, and they have good athletic wings and bigs that crash. you know. So their style and their pace, you know, it's their own way. Like they want to play that way, so we have to be our attention to detail and understanding that. You know, now that we've played and we have a better grip on that, that's for sure.
And you said on Friday night this would be a weekend where you would learn a lot about yourself, given the opponents you play. What's the biggest lesson you take from the past 2 games now? We're
not quite at a championship level, whatever the date is today. But the good thing is, you know, it's at the front end of the season. We understand by playing Melbourne and Sydney what the level and the consistency in your performance that you need to have a successful regular season and give yourself a good chance in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Anyone else on Zoom? You guys are good, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.